do it the regular way.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
Welcome back to Dustin and Michelle. This is Dustin.
And this is Michelle.
And we're so happy to see you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday night.
Happy Saturday night. It is right.
Oh my gosh, what
Yes.
the week flew by.
It sure did. Here we are with another exciting show for you, hopefully. Hopefully, we really hope it's informative at least.
It's definitely informative, especially when you're doing your thing, babe.
Oh, thanks so much.
Serious.
Well, tonight we're going to be talking about the basic shipping things here because we want to know the top 3 things when you're getting to start your online business and sales to do when it comes to shipping, because shipping can be one of the most daunting and intimidating things when you're starting your online resale business.
That's me, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But
yeah.
Well,
it is. It really can be. But if you just know a few simple things and where to get some supplies, you're going to get right into the swing of things.
Yay! I can't wait. I've got notes too. Let's jump right into it, eh?
Yeah. So, we're going to talk about 3 main areas of importance here when we're looking into this. And the first one is going to be supplies and equipment. And then we're going to talk about the dimensions and the weight and the things that you need to know about those to make sure everything runs smoothly. And the differences between the carriers, the 3 main carriers.
This is all so informative to me, really, seriously.
Good. Well, I hope this will be informative to everybody then, because
it will.
Good. Well, let's get started.
Okay, cool.
So when we're talking about supplies and equipment, there can be a zillion things that you could pick up for your online shipping business. And really, one of the only things you need, you could just have a cell phone, basically, and you could have a little online business, for taking pictures, for listing, and you can also print labels with your cell phone. But I prefer also a computer or a laptop. It just makes little things easier to type, maybe a little bit quicker, I think, anyway, when it comes to listing.
I can vouch for the printer, the new Air printer that I inherited with this fabulous man. I like the printer too.
Oh, yes.
It's a bonus.
Yes, we will get into
that
printers and all that good stuff. That's also some equipment that you will need for sure. So, but next, after you make the listing, while you're making the listing, actually, you should have a postal scale and something to measure your packages with, because you need to know the exact dimensions and the weights to put in there before you ship it out. So
I've only gotten to, can I tell my little story real quick? Okay, so today I've been so intimidated by eBay because of the weight and the dimensions and the numbers, and it just scares me. And today, thanks to Dustin and having him here to be able to kind of guide me, he helped me figure out on Mercari how I could lower the price of shipping in 2 seconds and save people money. It's crazy. So yeah. And I weighed my first thing today.
Yes, I was very proud when she's making the cross listing. She weighed it all up and made sure she had the right weight and dimensions in there, which is what you need to do if you're not if you're selling on Mercari and eBay, because they do ask for those exact ones, and you want those exact ones in there, so True. Very good. Yes. So you'll need a postal scale. You'll need something to measure. Also, you're going to need some box fill and protection for those items. You have a glass item, you have items that need a little bit of protection. You want to bubble wrap them, and also you're going to need some like styrofoam or heavy duty craft paper to also fill that box with if there's any extra space. So these are all nice things to have around.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, so what if you don't have the means to be able to financially pick up some of these things like the bubble wrap? How could you go about doing it in a less expensive fashion?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question, because when you're first starting out, especially, you might, if you don't have any capital to invest in these types of things to make life easier, basically go to your favorite store, go to the dumpster, grab some boxes out of there, grab some styrofoam, or whatever you might find. Chances are you can go into the store and ask, and they'll be like, sure, here's a bunch of boxes, we'll just hand them to you.
Grocery stores are a good place to go, right?
Yes, grocery stores are great.
Yeah,
they're usually always pretty cooperative with you, and will I'm glad to give you boxes, especially Aldi. They have them sitting right out there for you. So yeah, that's a good way to get some of that fill and free boxes. Good question.
Thank you.
Yeah. So next on the list of supplies and equipment that you'll need is shipping tape and a variety of boxes and bubble mailers or poly mailers. Now, depending on what you're selling, actually, if you are selling one particular item, so you sell nothing but baseball cards, you're only going to need a certain amount of supplies to do that, right? You're not going to need a bunch of different boxes and a bunch of different poly mailers. You're just going to need probably one size poly mailer, maybe one or two. So figure out for your niche what you need. And we sell everything.
So we do.
Yeah. So we need a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And that'll take time to sort of gather and give you more of the confidence. And as far as like yesterday or the other day, you found some puzzles and you knew exactly the box that you were going to put them in.
I did, and it was the only reason that I brought them home, because I remembered you saying like, okay, try to keep it in mind. And so I did. And it's so fun when it works.
Yeah.
When these new things work. So yeah. I'm learning.
So I mean, you actually bought the item on account of knowing how you're going to ship it.
Yes.
Instead of being like, oh, how am I going to ship this, and leave it there, leave profit on the store shelf. Exactly. So nice work. Nice work, honey. Yes.
Thanks for teaching me.
I'm so happy. I hope this helps so many others, of course. So on to the next. We also need, you don't necessarily need this to start out, a printer and paper or labels. You can actually go to the post office and have them print these things out for you. It's much of a pain in the butt because you have to go and sit and wait in line. And if you don't package them yourself, you're also going to have to sit there and package them at the post office.
What?
And
they do it at the post office?
Well, if you don't have a box and you just bring the item in, say, and they'll help you package it, or they'll.
Oh wow!
I mean, you can do that if you want to wait,
and they'll print out something for you.
Oh sure, yeah. They'll print out the labels for you, or
oh my gosh, that's a cool thing to know if you're just starting out and you're being frugal. Huh.
Sure, yeah. Cool. But of course, if you have to buy the box, that's one thing. But at the Postal Service, here we'll check this out. At the bottom here, you can get free supplies at USPS.com. A lot of those free boxes and stuff are actually at the post office that you can use if you actually have to bring your things in there for them to package it up.
Yeah.
And also UPS.com.
UPS, yeah. One of my favorite things to order actually are the shoe boxes, because I find that a lot of the shoe boxes are all taken up around here. I don't know. Maybe it's like an East Coast thing.
Selling shoes. Okay.
Selling shoes.
Okay. Yeah. So go to UPS or USPS.com, order a huge variety of boxes and like padded flat rate envelopes. They even have stickers and things like that you can use free for your business as long as you're using priority mail postage. So we'll talk a little bit more about the differences in those carriers in just a little bit. But we just want to make sure that we are saying, once you can, most of you already have a printer and paper. But if you really want to get down to it, get yourself a thermal printer and some labels that just basically spit out that label.
Do it.
You're not waiting.
Life-changing.
It is. It's such a time saver. And you can get absolutely free thermal labels from UPS.com. So investing that $200 in a thermal printer is actually like a really good idea. It's saving you so much time and money.
I wish I would have done it a long time ago had I known it was going to be so easy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing thing. So don't forget to go to USPS.com and UPS.com and get free bags, boxes, shipping labels, all that fun stuff.
And I also have to interject a little here too and say that I love poly mailers too that have like cute little designs on them and things like that, because I don't know, maybe I'm girly schmirly. And in particular, you have to check out packaging.
Packagement, yes. Let's say that really loud.
Packagement. I was like, just make it your packagement, because that's where we've been getting our like really cute butterflies, and I don't know, we get some cute stuff from them.
Yeah, Packagement on Amazon. They have a really cool selection of poly mailers and stuff like that. So
they're rated #1 on Amazon for poly mailers. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, so check them out. And there's actually a link in the description for Packagement right there. So go ahead and find that really easily. And once you've ordered all of your cool supplies and your fun poly mailers from Packagement, and it's time, we got that sale. Oh my gosh, so excited. Now it is time to package it up. So what we're going to do here, we need to know the exact dimensions and weight.
So you need a ruler or something to measure the dimensions.
Right. Measuring tape, a fabric ruler like you use for clothing. Yeah, you use whatever you can to make sure you got the right dimensions and weight. A postal scale ain't going to cost any more than like $20 for one that will weigh up to like 100 pounds. So pick that up. It's just absolutely necessary for online shipping. And you have to also take into consideration the total packaged weight. You know, it's not just the weight of the item itself. You have to include the item, any bubble wrap, or any like craft paper and fill.
Yes. Today I was photographing this beautiful Irish wool sweater. So big and bulky. And I had to make sure that I weighed it with even just the poly bag on it, because it was over 2 pounds. And so I need to round it up. I'm learning, but I'm learning.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all, you know, by experience, trial and error sometimes, but hopefully this will help you not make as many mistakes because it just happens. We live and learn when it comes to shipping. Yeah. And so, you know, in taking into consideration also the box and a bag that you're going to put it in, and, you know, even shipping tape and the label that you put on there weighs something, you know, that can weigh up to an ounce itself, depending on how much tape you're going to put on there. So keep that in mind as well. Now,
that's an important one.
Yes. Yeah. It really is. It really is.
You lose a lot of money if you're not on top of how much your things weigh and how the dimensions, right?
Absolutely. And a more, say, like advanced type of thing here, and exactly in what you're saying here is knowing the exact weight and measurements while you're listing is going to avoid that overpayment from a customer, or you losing money by the shipping not being enough, like you're not charging the customer enough for shipping.
I know it happens once in a while. You're like, yay, a $2 profit.
Yeah, and I got burned on shipping.
That's what I mean.
So yeah, so if you're actually weighing the item while you're doing the listing, and you here more advanced, you're making a spreadsheet. Now this is something that I've done personally. And so if you want to make a spreadsheet of all your replenishable boxes, bubble and poly mailers, and in that spreadsheet include the info of the dimensions, the weight, and you can even put the cost per box on there. Is pretty good info.
So organized.
Oh my gosh, yes, check this out. Actually, here it is. Oh my gosh. So here you can see this is the spreadsheet that I have made. And I really, took some time with this here. You can see at the very top there, we got a Home Depot large box that is 27 by 15 by 16. Now I can throw that right in the shipping area of the shipping area of the listing. Now, after I weigh my item itself, weighing 3 pounds, and I see that this box also weighs 2 pounds. And I'm going to have to put some fill in there. I'm going to know there's going to be this box is going to weigh at least 6 pounds. So I might round up to 7 and put 7 in there. Right?
You're so good at this. I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, well.
You're so good at it. I know other people do, but it's like for the peanuts at the teacher. Wah, 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 wah. That's what it is.
Well, I hope this is not going in everybody's ear.
Oh, no, it's not. It's just me, honey. It's just me. You know me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm out to lunch most of the time.
Well, this could take a few times to really sink in, honestly, because it is a lot of info.
Yeah.
So, if you really want to get advanced, go ahead and make yourself a spreadsheet like this.
It's inspiring, actually, is what it is. It's inspiring, hon.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully that will help others as well.
Mm.
So we are going to go after the spreadsheet. That's going to help you with all of that. Now let's go into the differences in the carriers, because there's 3 main carriers and they're obviously all different.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes.
So let's look at these. So we got our first one, and that's the Postal Service, the USPS. We all know that. They deliver our mail.
We love them. I mean, I love them.
For the most part, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody's perfect, but they're cool.
Yeah. And, they're the most widely used, and they're definitely the most inexpensive for really small and lightweight packages under 1 pound, especially.
Yeah. They love that at Poshmark.
The USPS,
yeah, they love it, and they have that great deal, and people really do like that quick shipping.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple with Poshmark. It's just like a flat fee, and it uses the Postal Service, and just bam, bam, bam. You really don't even need to measure on Poshmark or anything like that.
No.
As long as it's, you do need to weigh, though, if you think it's going to be over 5 pounds, and you do need to pay extra for shipping. We had to do that the other day.
Yeah. $4.30, I think, if you don't get it right.
That's for 6 pounds. And then the scale goes up, and I don't think you can ship anything over 10 pounds on Poshmark. So keep that into account.
Yes.
And it also costs like $22 extra for you on Poshmark if it goes over 5 pounds. So be very careful of that when setting your price.
Cow.
Yeah. So if you're selling anything more than clothing or like really heavy boots or something like that, check to see how much they actually weigh.
Like the roller skates.
Like the roller skates that we sold, yes.
We sold them, but we had to take them off of that platform because of the whole shipping thing, right?
They were at 9 pounds, thankfully, so we were able to actually ship them. Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Those are really cool roller skates. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we found some really cool ones.
Yeah.
All right, so back to USPS. Now, again, we mentioned again that you can get free supplies when using the priority mail for packages over 1 pound. Also, with the Postal Service, there are actually more locations. You know where your postal service is, or your post office is. You can also get a free pickup from the Postal Service, which honestly I really don't recommend. You hear people doing it, but if you want to leave packages on the porch and wait for your carrier to pick them up, and maybe
it doesn't even if you have a video doorbell, people will still come and snatch your stuff.
And that's a possibility too. So not recommended by me or us. Bring them there yourself and get a receipt for your packages. That way you just know.
You know, you're closing that chapter and you don't have to worry.
Yep, exactly. They're at the Postal Service and on their way. Now let's take a look at UPS and FedEx. They're fairly similar in price. They just, they're going to have different locations. Now, but when you get to the bigger and heavier packages, this is going to be less expensive for those large, heavy packages.
The UPS, right?
Yeah, UPS.
Yeah.
FedEx. Now, depending on your location and overall weight and dimensions, you're going to want to know exactly which one you want to use, UPS or FedEx. And that, that also depends on the location of these places. There are drop-off locations, though, for both of these at a CVS Pharmacy and Walgreens Pharmacy. So that's also like a really good bit of info to know. Well,
you may have already said this, but today was the first time I ever weighed something and went in and, you showed me how to put the pound in and all that stuff. And yeah, it made everything not so scary anymore. I know that sounds silly, but
that's great. That's
baby steps.
No, that's so great to hear. I'm so happy to hear
I'm
that.
serious. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure I have a big fat something. I'm gonna make sure I weigh it for sure.
Yeah, if it's a little bigger, if you think it's going to go over that 5 pound mark, definitely weigh it out and factor that into your price on Poshmark. So, and also when you're going to figure out which carrier you're going to use, if you're listing on eBay and Mercari, you're going to have these different options. So,
and Poshmark too, right?
I think Poshmark is just postal service. Really, I don't think you have that option. Honestly,
I know it's about $8, but
yeah, just like a flat $7 or $8 fee, which is really nice. Makes things pretty easy. So find your nearest location for these places. Decide what's best for you, price and time wise.
Yeah, and convenient.
Yeah, and just the convenience, because
time is money.
Yeah, if you have the option to send something UPS, but you're sending 15 packages already to the post office today, why not just spend an extra couple dollars to take that UPS package and send it with UPS, so you don't have to drive across town,
right?
Just to go to UPS for one package. So
yeah, I mean, you could be running around like a circus, going from all three, hitting the post office, hitting UPS,
yeah, and then the
FedEx on the way. Yeah,
spending an extra $3 is going to save you $6 in gas sometimes. Yeah, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, good advice.
Yeah, I think so. Now, what's pretty cool is all three of these are integrated with eBay and Mercari right now. So that's going to make it easy to see what you can offer, or the best option to offer, not only for your customers, but yourself. So that makes it really nice. We can actually maybe take a look at, let's see here. Let's look at this, Mercari right here. I'm just trying to pull the screen up. Sorry. So we're going to look at Mercari here, and we see we're at the delivery section of it.
Oh, I'm so glad you're doing this, babe. Awesome.
Yeah. So check this out. Here is your standard shipping. Now, it's saying that the recommended thing is UPS ground. Now, we want to go to the post office. We're going to try to go to the post office because we have all of our packages at the post office, like we were saying. So we're going to, for some reason, it's saying 5 pounds, but let's just see what it'll cost. 5 pounds, if it were to be 5 pounds with the different carriers. Now it says priority mail is going to be $25 actually, but you go and look, and UPS ground is only going to be $12.50.
Yeah,
so that's a really big difference. That's twice the price.
Big difference for sure.
Yeah, so when the customer sees $12.50, they're going to be more likely to buy it. So that might be a good reason actually to go to UPS that day.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a big difference like that, I mean, holy cow.
Exactly. Yeah,
a couple bucks, no big deal, but
yeah,
$24.
That's huge. It is. And you even look down at the FedEx options here, and they're about the same. FedEx even, the ground economy is even a little bit cheaper than the UPS ground.
Oh my gosh, yeah, $2.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's even, just check out the options. But this package per se only weighs 2 pounds. Let's check this out. Right. And we'll see what the prices look like now with the different carriers. Now everything looks really even. Priority mail is only $13 as opposed to UPS ground, which is $12.30. Now
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, just if we're going to the post office, I'd say just offer that priority mail. It's only $1 less or $1 more for the customer. So whatever. So we're going to save that, and now it's going to be priority mail for this here. What are we selling? We're selling this old vintage Japanese bar lamp here. Something that my grandparents had in their basement. Not this exact one, but they had one of these.
Cool.
Yeah. It's kind of nostalgic for me, and we'll see that it'll probably be under 2 pounds, and we can list it at that there. So let's go back to Oh my gosh, we had that on the small screen there. Sorry guys, I didn't see that, but we see here that the
Colin's on the move. Hi.
Oh yeah, let's see who is on. Oh, Colin's on the move. Hey Chrissy, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. There she is.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy Saturday to you.
Absolutely, we so appreciate it. So that actually about wraps up our presentation tonight on the main three things or three areas, I suppose, that you want to sort of master when it comes to shipping. And these are the basic things that are going to help you along to get started. So we really hope that you enjoyed this. And IP Extreme, hello, how you doing tonight?
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi guys. Yeah, we hope that you enjoyed the three basic things, but very important things to catapult your business to the next level, especially when you're just starting out, right? Yeah.
Once again, we can say that shipping is probably the most intimidating factor when it comes to starting your online business.
For sure.
So, yeah.
For me, that's why I'm making that base.
Right. Oh my gosh, 12 Blades is in here tonight as well. Thanks for stopping by again. And saying that rumors of USPS Ground Advantage boxes being available soon. Hopefully free like party boxes. That'd be so cool.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, instead of having to use Party. And if they made really small boxes that were free, that would be so cool. Because you have to buy those really small brown boxes yourself when it comes to shipping. It used to be first class, but now it's the Ground Advantage. So that would be so cool if that actually happens. And
hey, thanks for the heads up on that.
Yeah,
we'll keep our eyes peeled now. Thanks.
Yes, and thanks Chrissy for checking out the replay. If you do, really appreciate that. So, well, thanks again tonight, guys. For stopping by. We really appreciate it once again. And we hope to see you on Tuesday for the edited video. We have another yard sale video for you. So check that out. Michelle and I went on a trip to Pennsylvania recently for a special job that Michelle had. And so, yeah, check out. We did some thrifting out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a really great video. And for all of you guys who don't know, I don't see these videos until Tuesday night. So it is really fun for us to watch it, right? Yeah, it's a big surprise. So we'll love to see you there.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to seeing you guys on Saturday night. And if you like this content, if you love what we're creating, please hit the like and subscribe. We would really, really appreciate it. And as usual, thank you for the love. We're so grateful. And we hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Yeah, guys, take care. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.